And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off.
So we should be able to.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for that.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Washington sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day.
4 interceptions.
Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Finds his tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got it behind the line, it's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. The give out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
It's complete on the right side.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Back to throw. It's Horton. That's caught. It's Coleman. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Leaves it with the batter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on at midfield. Hits the afterburners. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Skips away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Wolverines come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
So here comes the Michigan offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down TFL, 2nd down TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Fighting off the defender. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on! Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And the old school toss play, huh? Little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Got the first down and more. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Give to the big fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Yeah, no monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Horton. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Horton. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the ground, it's Coleman. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
I don't know.
Wants to throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Otten. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down.
Wow.
Over the middle. It's Boston. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an
He's almost got in field. Oh my God, he's in field goal range.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I know he's not.
Final
yes, he is.
First half, and they'll try
he
to
ain't about to make this. He makes this shit.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one
fuck was that, a 94-yard fucking field goal?
To that second half in Ann Arbor. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. So now it's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to set up the screen. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Simpson. And he'll be smacked to the ground. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Underwood. With the catch, it's Haynes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took
So we
them
can
to
beat
walk it down the
Washington,
field
but we
and score
can't
that
beat
touchdown.
Nebraska.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. He unleashes a long one. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Horton. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You're not going to kick a 90-yarder?
The punt team.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires it incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Big kick here can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Steps away to find some room. On the move at the 30. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Simpson. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense. They're taking.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though. And that.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Back swinging with the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer. He's loose. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try the left side. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Huskies are on the move. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Dropping back, it's Horton. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Pulls it in. It's Boston. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. The give on the inside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Horton. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon.
There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Boston. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout from the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Horton. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right. Blew Washington off the face of the map. All right. See who we got next. Michigan State. How the hell does Michigan State have a better record than us? How in the world do they have a better record than us? We've been playing that bad? I can't believe it. Look at Omar Cooper. All right. So now we're going to do Michigan versus Michigan State. Now the thing is this. These motherfuckers have a better record than me. And I have no idea why. But I'm going to put them in some nice uniforms. Alternative. Wow. Got them looking absolutely crazy. Got us looking absolutely crazy too. All right, here we go.
The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there
Michigan State, if I tuned in for the best game.
Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to
I'm suspecting we should be able to beat them.
See a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week.
Because they're a running team. They're not going to be able to run the ball.
Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will take the first swing of the game. When the Spartans and Wolverines tangled last year, Michigan came out on top by a touchdown, 24-17. Neither team really had vintage seasons, but For the Wolverines, beating both of their rivals had to
Here we go.
alleviate some of the disappointment.
It certainly did.
Freaking
anytime they're playing a rivalry game,
dude's
really
breaking tackles like it
mistakes,
doesn't mean
not
anything.
turning the football over. That was the difference in the game last year. Sparty turned it over once. Michigan did not. Colson Loveland had a big game at tight end for the Wolverines. I think in this game, David, who takes care of the football?
There we go. The fucking fumble.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
All right, we're going to run the ball and run the clock. I'm just trying to get this dub.
Splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this
drive
I'm not
going to take the fucking field goal.
Territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the 4th down pass.
What the fuck?
And they'll have to give up the football.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops. I got to
deal with these motherfuckers.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Just a short
bullshit.
Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
That motherfucker got blew
there
up.
was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when
how the fuck did they expect to win? They can't even get a yard.
Downhill like that with bad
I can't even do anything
that's
either.
Usually a good starting point for a great defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Child. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Everybody's doing a fucking fake punt.
And the Spartans will try to pin
they
them
should
back
do a fake
with the
punt right here. 4th
First
and
punt
23.
of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do.
He's got some space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
After that last completion, it's second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Makes the grab, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field,
Inside the big
paving the way
house.
for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third.
Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Kelly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Got a man. It's Marsh. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The give is to Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
To the air, it's Childs. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
And getting after the quarterback, man, getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback, man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
And the Wolverines will go for it. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Powers through the defender. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. This feels like 4-down territory. 3rd and short from the 40. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Spartans will call on their punt team. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit there.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few.
I'll be back. Hold on.
On that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run the toss. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's...
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Kelly. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Belly. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan State.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half. close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1. We're going for it every single time.
To the air, it's Underwood. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Bringing the heat. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Child. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch, it's Kelly. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Making side adjustments here. Toss to the outside. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 5. And the rush will get to him at the 25. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Belling. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long. Back to pass, it's Childs. He's got an open man. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Spartans have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Belling. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Under fire. Dances away. Breaks into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Right on the money. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Sparty. Fit it in the window for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree?
Wants to throw on first down.
They're trailing by 12 to Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rival.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.